Alright, what's going on, everybody? Welcome in. This is BigBearFoundation.com back here with another video. And today we have week 11 MLB predictions. Like I said, this is actually a week later, so I do apologize for that. I am recording this really late at night, like it's past midnight right now as I'm recording this. So if you guys haven't already, make sure you guys do like and subscribe right here to the YouTube channel. I will have this uploaded very early tomorrow morning, and I might have the other video uploaded either tomorrow morning or tomorrow afternoon, where I predicted the NBA reactions to the conference finals. But guys, welcome in. How we doing? If you guys haven't already, make sure you do like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. We're on our way to 140 now. We do appreciate everybody's support. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Make sure you guys go join the Discord, join the NFL Fantasy. I'm not really gonna get into all that because all the link is in the description. Just hit the link. We have like 8 spots available, so make sure you guys join that as well. But anyway, week 11 is here. MLB. I might do power rankings at week 15, so keep an eye out for that. But yeah, so week 11, let's go ahead and let's dive into it. We are going to do this week's a little bit differently, which I do plan to do from now on because it's just easier for me. But whatever. Let's go ahead and see this. I hope you guys do enjoy this one. First of all, we gotta take a look at the standings here. Always a good peek to take a look at the standings, see what's going on around the league, to see what is going on currently, where we take a look. It's never too late to look at playoff scenarios, who's going to be in the playoffs, all that. The season ends today, so those are the playoffs. Those are the standings, entering this week. But anyway, Monday games, first series. Let's go ahead and get it. First series is Dodgers and Mets. I took the Dodgers here in the sweep. I don't really like the way how the Mets have been playing recently. I like the Dodgers a lot. Like I said, yes, the Dodgers are coming off of the embarrassing series loss, but come on, this is a series that my boys should bounce back. The Dodgers should easily get this one. Now this game is in New York. I can see New York tweaking out a win here, but at the end of the day, I just don't think it's going to be much. I think Dodgers are going to out execute New York every single game. I think every game is going to be close. But I just think the Dodgers are just gonna nearly out execute the Mets here. So I'll take the Dodgers here in a sweep. Next we got Boston and Baltimore, and like I said, I'm kind of expecting a bounce back series here from Baltimore. I'll take them in a sweep over Boston. I am pretty comfortable about this because not only did Baltimore get embarrassed, they get embarrassed by they got embarrassed by like a bad team or a team that it should beat, but Baltimore is just a 10 times better of a team, especially in Baltimore. I mean, I think this one's pretty simple, but I don't know, man. It's like I said, upsets can happen, but this is just something I wouldn't protect. What am I trying to say? Expect to happen. So I'll take Baltimore here and sweep. Next we got Pittsburgh and Detroit. I'm splitting the series here 1-1. One of these one of the games got postponed here, so I kind of had to go. So they played 3 times. I probably would have went with Detroit 2-1, but just because being postponed, I'll take a serious play here to 1-1. I mean, both teams been playing really similar as of late. I mean, both teams basically just been playing the same rhythm. So, no, I mean it's just like the same thing. So I'll go 1-1 there. All right, next we got the Cardinals and the Reds. I ended up going with the Cardinals actually on this one, 2-1. I don't know. I'm not really comfortable about this one. I think this one can go either way. It's in Cincinnati, which does definitely scare me a little bit more. But I think the Cardinals actually pull it out. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna pull it out. Like I said, I do think this one might come back to bite me a little bit, but I think they find a way to come out. I think they pull it through. And I don't think this Cardinals team is as bad as everybody thinks they are. So I really got some motivation here this week for the Cardinals. I'm gonna take them for the win, but like I said, I wouldn't count on doing it because I'm being honest, this is kind of risky here. Next we got the Athletics at the Rays. I'm taking the Rays here 2-1, but I definitely will give the Athletics a win. Just because the Athletics, they actually been playing 10 times better than I thought they were going to be playing in this course of the season. And Tampa Bay, I know Tampa Bay is just a better team, so of course I'm gonna have to pick up to win the series. But at the same time, you gotta show respect to Oakland out there. Oakland's been playing really good as of late. They're like sneakily getting into the 500 category. So yeah, I like the way I've like been playing, but I got to go with the Rays. Next up, Washington and Atlanta. I think even though Washington has been playing pretty good as of late, and I'm pretty sure everybody can say that, I'm still taking Atlanta here to sweep just because it's at home. I don't think Washington's going to have enough playing against one of the best teams in baseball right now. I don't know. I would love to respect Washington and give them a game here because I just think they deserve it the way they've been playing. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'm still gonna go with the sweep at Atlanta, and it's a really hard place to play in. Oh, by the way, guys, I'm recording this at like 12:30 p.m. at night, so just to let you know, that's why I'm doing so much yawning. But anyway, I do think Atlanta nearly walked away with the series win here. Next up, Cubs and Milwaukee. I'm sticking with Milwaukee here, 2-1. I do think this one's gonna be entertaining. Should be a close one from start to finish. I'm very curious to what this series is going to look like. I'm curious what defenses these two teams start to go with, what offenses they start to go with, who's going to be starting a pitcher, who's going to be batting it too. But a lot of question marks in this series. But I'll go Milwaukee here, 2-1. Lions are home, and they have their guys. I think they're good. All right, next up, Kansas City, Minnesota. Both of these two teams played 4 times, so I decided to go with a split here. Kansas City has been playing like the better team here, and there's no question about that. But take a look at Minnesota. Minnesota's actually been playing pretty good at home, so I just think this one's just going to be a toss-up. And both of these two teams played 4 times, so why not go with the split here? That was my attitude going into this series, so I'm definitely taking the split there. Next up, Blue Jays, Chicago. Taking the Blue Jays here to sweep. I'm never picking Chicago ever again. Chicago looks like one of the worst teams in the league at the moment, if not the worst team in the league at the moment. Toronto, even though they don't look like their best right now, they at least look good enough to me to at least beat the White Sox, who's currently probably the bottom, probably the worst team in football right now. Baseball right now. So yeah, I think that one is pretty simple there. Next up, Diamondbacks, Rangers. Both of the two teams played two times, which in that case I'm giving it a split because I do think both teams are capable of winning a game here. But if they were winning, if these two were playing 3 times, I probably would go with the Rangers here just because the home field scenario. But I do think this one will also be a season split here. I'm not expecting a sweep or anything out of these two. I'm just expecting a good series that the Rangers will end up swinging with the Diamondbacks here. Next up, Phillies and the Rockies. Kind of like the scenario that I said about the White Sox. I mean, I'm taking the Guardians here to sweep. I think this is an easy answer to. I mean, come on, it's one of the best teams in the league playing against one of the worst teams in the league. Like it's just that simple. If I'm being honest, I don't even care that the Rockies are home. I just think they're gonna get their ass whooped all 3 games. I mean, it's just plain and simple. It's just another one. It's plain and simple. We don't really need to talk about too much about because we all know what's gonna happen, right? I hope you guys do. Next up, Yankees and Angels here. I'm taking the Yankees here 3-0. This is kind of go with the same situation as the White Sox and the White Sox and the Rockies here. Even though the Angels are playing at home here, they're playing against a team that is 2 times, if not a million times better than them, and that's the Yankees. And the Yankees are also one of the better teams in the league. So I do think this is another easy one. I think the Yankees do walk away with this sweep in Los Angeles. Next up, Kansas City, Seattle. My bad about the Kansas City area. Even though even both of these two teams played 4 times, I'm not comfortable about this decision. But I'm taking Seattle here 3-1. Just because of the scenario, man. Like I said, I'm not comfortable about it. I think both teams are capable of winning. I'm actually kind of expecting a split here. If I'm being completely honest with you, but I'll take the risk here. I'll take the Seattle 3-1. But I could be wrong. I could be very wrong about this. And then you have Miami, San Diego. Like I said, I'm taking the Padres here 3-0. Miami's on the road. San Diego's been pretty good at home, and Miami is just bad as a team. They just disappointed me all season long. I think Miami is not a good baseball team, while San Diego, they might not be the best team, but I think they look at least a little bit better than Miami does right now. All right, now we have Phillies at the Giants, and my bad. I do think this one's ending it off. Anyway, I'll take the Phillies here, 3 games to nothing. Phillies look too dominant right now. They look like they're the unstoppable force. They're the best team in the league. They have the best record in the league. There's just really nothing much to say. I mean, the Phillies are just the best team in the league. They're 10 times better than San Francisco. Even though San Francisco is at home, I could see them winning a game here, but I just don't think so. Phillies have just been playing way too dominant as of late, so I think this one's another easy one. I think I'll go with the sweep here. All right, and now let's go through the second series here real quick. First series we got was Cincinnati at Chicago, and I decided to go with the Cubs here, 2 games to 1. And the only reason why I did is because of the home field scenario. Like I just think that's just what it comes down to. Because both of these two teams, they're so talented, they're so good. I like both of these two teams a lot. I think they can give each other runs. I'm expecting every game to be close, but I'll just give the sledge to the home team here. Cubs win 2 games to 1. Next up, we got the Cardinals and the Phillies. I'll take, like I said previously, I'm taking the Phillies here in the sweep. I don't see them losing at all this week. Like I said, Phillies just look too dominant, and even if the Cardinals do walk away with that series win, like I predicted earlier in the video, I just don't think they will have enough here to take over the Phillies. Because the Phillies are just too good. Like I said, they're too good. They're too good. They're too dominant. Even though the Cardinals could give them the push, I just don't think they're going to finish the games that well. I'll take the Phillies. Next, we got Tampa Bay, Baltimore. I'm taking Baltimore here in a sweep again. Is this risky? I mean, I can see it. I can see it being risky, but I'm willing to take the risk here, and I'm willing to take the sweep. But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Okay, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm wrong. I wouldn't be surprised if Tampa Bay wins the game in the series, but I'm just not expecting it. This is why I'm expecting Baltimore to go on a huge winning streak or win like the last 10 out of it. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm expecting like Baltimore to win out like their next 15 out of 18 games or something stretch like that. Baltimore, I believe in you. I think you'll win the series in a sweep. All right, now we have Pittsburgh and Toronto, and I went Toronto here 2 games to 1 because I don't know what's going on with Pittsburgh. I think Pittsburgh just kind of slowed down a little bit after the strong start to the season. And the Blue Jays, like I said, they don't look the best either. But I think when they have them having home field advantage, I think they'll give enough of an advantage to overcome Pittsburgh. So, like I said, I think there's another one could go either way. But I decided to land with Toronto on this one. Now we have the Diamondbacks at the Mets, and I don't know if you guys can see that over there, but the little scoreboard. But I took the Diamondbacks 2 games to 1. I don't think this one's going to be a sweep. The Mets have actually been a little bit shaky at home as of late. I do think Arizona is capable of coming in here and getting some games on them. But even though the Mets are going to win this series, and I wouldn't be shocked if they did, but my gut is saying the Diamondbacks. So I'll take them 2 games to 1. But I do think this one's actually a little bit kind of risky here. Next up, White Sox in Milwaukee. I think this one's pretty simple. I don't really need to go over this one. I'm taking the Brewers here in a sweep. No, I just didn't. Come on, the White Sox are not winning a game here. This series doesn't really make a lot of sense. You're going into Milwaukee. Milwaukee's really good. Chicago's really bad. So yeah, I think that one's pretty just straightforward. Next up, Detroit and the Red Sox. I'm going with the split here, man. Like I said, two familiar teams who's just playing familiar baseball right now, and I just don't think nobody has an advantage over anyone. Especially, I mean, if these two teams are playing 3 times, I would probably go Boston because of home field. But both these two teams look the same, goddamn similar. So I might as well just take the split here, and I might as well just take the risk with the split. Next up, Minnesota and Houston. I'm taking the Twins here 2 games to 1. I know Houston's starting to get on track again. I know they're starting to play better, but I like the Twins more. I like the way the Twins have been playing. Like I said, even though Houston they're starting to ramp up again, they're starting to figure out who they are. But the question is, can they do that? They should have done this at a more earlier time. So even though Houston is starting to look like they're down themselves, yeah, I will pick Minnesota to win this series. Next up, Oakland Athletics. I'm not comfortable about this one, basically just the way how the Athletics been playing because they've been playing 10 times better than you probably would ever think. But I'm still taking Atlanta here in the sweep. Like I said, you're going to Atlanta. This is a tough place to play in. I don't think the Athletics are going to be ready for this matchup. I don't think they're going to win a game. But listen, I think the Athletics might keep. I don't know, like maybe two or maybe the whole series close, like entertaining. So games will be close, but Atlanta's just gonna go through. Next up, San Diego, Kansas City. Can win KC on this 1 2 games to 1 just because of home field advantage. But I just think KC is just a lot better. KC's actually been pretty good on the home these recent weeks, while San Diego's actually been struggling on the road. So, just what it comes down to the math, it's just two even teams. That one team is better at home and one team is better on the road, and that's just what it comes down to. So I'm taking KC 2 games to 1, but don't be shocked if San Diego comes away with a win here. Just don't be shocked at all. Next up, Rangers in Miami. Taking the Rangers to 3 games to 0. Like I said, Miami does not look good right now. Miami has not looked good at home all season long, while the Rangers has just been rolling recently. They've been on a big winning streak, but a little bit. I mean, they've been losing one, but they're like winning streak lose. So, like the Rangers, I like the way they've been playing, but I think Miami does get swept there in the home floor again. Next up, Washington and Cleveland. Fuck it. I would actually pick your sweep, but I'm giving Washington the respect here. I do think Washington is capable of winning a game here, so I'll give them a game, but I'm not expecting them to win this series. I mean, they could pull off an upset here, but I'm not expecting it. Like I said, Washington's been playing really good as of late, so I'll show them their respect. I'll give them a game, but at the end of the day, I expect Cleveland to win this one. Next up, Angels, Seattle, going with the Mariners here in the sweep. I'm not gonna call this risky because the Angels have actually not really looked that good. They reached the weeks while Seattle's actually been starting to pick it up a little bit. I was getting ready to say this is gonna be a risky pick here, but no, I don't think it's a risky pick. I think I'm picking the right option here. I'm taking Seattle in the sweep. Next up, Reds and Cubs. I mean, this battle is actually kind of familiar because you have Cincinnati Cubs, Reds Cubs. So, but anyway, good series here, entertaining series here. But I'm landing with the Cubs here, 2 games to 1, just because of home field advantage. It's just another one. Just another one. I just think this series could go back and forth. It could go either way. It's gonna be a fun one, but at the end of the day, I'm going with the Cubs there. Uh, Washington Phillies. I'm taking the Phillies here, 3 games to 1. Like I said, the Phillies. Like I said, I'm sorry I accidentally put the Cardinals up there, but actually no, it might be the Cardinals up there. Yeah, it might be the Cardinals, but actually no, it's either the Cardinals or Washington. I don't know. You guys will figure it out. But anyway, whoever it is, I don't expect them to hang around with Philly, especially with Philadelphia's at home and how they dominate the recent weeks. Whoever it is who plays here, I'm not expecting them to really hang around here. So I'll take the Phillies. Last but not least, we got the Yankees and San Francisco. I'm taking the Yankees here in the sweep. I want to say that San Francisco does get a win, and that's probably the best possibility. But I think the Yankees do come away with the sweep here, and I definitely wouldn't be shocked if that didn't happen. All right, guys, and that is going to do it for Week 11 MLB predictions. Make sure you guys do like and subscribe here to the channel. Make sure you guys go join the Discord and the NFL Fantasy as well. Anyway, like I said, I'm tired, guys. It's 12:45 as I'm recording this right now, so I'm gonna go ahead get this edited so you guys are watching in time, and I'm gonna go catch some Z's. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This is BigHereSnoutImagination.com. Peace out. Stay safe. See you in the next one.